So today we are going to talk about the Fold 6, okay? The Fold 6 here, I've been using this for 1 month already, and there is some good and bad. And exactly 2 weeks ago, I did put a video up there. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch that after you finish this video. And then there's actually something that I said it before and I changed my mind because it's actually pretty good when I think about it. The first thing I would like to say is it's actually the camera itself. When I do selfie and then when I do vlogging, I usually have to hold my phone like this and start vlogging, right? On my first video, I said that you have to open up like this and then start to do your vlogging, okay? This is how it works. However, when I actually try to use this and then when I try to do a vlogging and things like that, it's not that bad. I actually did this a couple of times when I was outside, outdoor, people were looking, but I'm actually like this. It's actually not that awkward as I think, and the picture itself is still pretty good, okay? And then if you haven't watched my vlog, you make sure you watch that vlog. It's on my other channel. But man, this phone here, the camera itself is actually pretty good in the daytime. On the nighttime, I'm not sure, I haven't recorded anything yet, but on the daytime, it looks really decent. You should watch that, and I will put the link in the description below. You should watch that video. Let's talk about the battery. The battery itself, I would say, is pretty decent as well. When I was watching YouTube and things like that, I was focusing on the battery itself. 30 minutes watching YouTube, I think it only dropped like maybe 2% or maybe even 1%, and that's it. And it lasts really long time. If you're not like a hardcore user, if you're just like doing browsing, WhatsApp, calling and things like that, this phone can last an entire day with no issue, okay? But depends where you live, because some countries it's a little bit hot, then the battery will die faster. If places like our place, like Vancouver, Canada, things like that, is a little bit colder, it will last a little bit longer, the battery life, okay? However, when I do like CapCut, when I start editing, when I have multi-window and things like that, the battery drop a little bit faster. It got hotter a little bit, but it's not as fast as my S23 Ultra after the new update. So I'm actually thinking about the new update, One UI 6.1.1, see if it will improve the battery life on the S23 Ultra. But this one here, it lasts way longer than the S23 Ultra, okay? The third thing is, it's actually the speed. After I used entire 1 month, I haven't experienced any lagginess, okay? It doesn't get stuck. All apps, perform pretty well. It doesn't freeze on me. I don't have to restart the phone and things like that. It's really good. I have some APK file on here, but you know what? It's actually really good, okay? So let's talk about my own usage. When I use this phone, I open this phone and start using inside, okay? We're talking about inside. Maybe 40% of the time I will be using this. 60% of the time I will be using this front screen. Most of the time I will be editing, I will be doing researching, and then I will open this big screen. Or else sometimes I actually forgot that this phone is a folding phone, I can open it up. Okay, there's times that my girlfriend has to remind me to open up the phone. However, the color itself, I would say that it looks way better than the S23 Ultra. I'm not sure why. So when I do editing, the coloring, the corrections, it's actually more accurate than the S23 Ultra, this is a big plus. And then now let's talk about the Hinge. After 1 month later, I keep opening, closing, opening, closing. How does it work? Is it loose? Is it still look like the brand new since day one? And I would say yes, it still feels like day one. Very solid design. It doesn't get loose. It doesn't give me this feeling that, oh my god, it's going to break down anytime. No, it's not. It's actually still pretty good. And I haven't dropped this phone, I mean touch wood, but I haven't dropped this phone since I bought this phone, okay? So this phone, I haven't dropped that. I have no case with this phone at all. I bought one case from Temu. It broke down on me, but after that, you know what, it's still pretty good. I haven't dropped this phone since day one, and it's working really well. Okay, now let's talk about the downside. The downside, one of the biggest thing is I feel like is the fingerprint. I don't know if you can see it, but my fingerprint is all over the place on the screen. So I have to clean it all the time. And then the second thing is because I have the S24 Ultra before, the glare, okay, under the sun, I cannot really see too much compared to the S24 Ultra. My S24 Ultra under the sun, I can see very clearly. There is no glare, there's nothing, I can see everything. But on here, it's going to be the same as like S24. There's so many glare, there's shadows, everything. There's suns, there's buildings, everything when you're outside, when everything is bright. So compared to the S24 Ultra, I still like the S24 Ultra, the screen, because there's no glare at all. You can see everything bit by bit, because I don't know what they did on the screen, but it looks much nicer. And number 3 is, I would say, is the charger. I would say because this is a folding phone, I would love to have the charger put at the top, I think, because every time when I put the charger at the bottom, when I placed it, and I want to try to like, you know, wash at the same time and charging at the same time, it always block at the bottom. So I cannot really do too much. I have to turn the phone upside down. And number 4, the main thing is, it's actually this camera. It's very, very wobbly. So when you put this on the table, it will start, you know, wobbly everywhere until you get a case with this. If you don't want a case, this thing, even you open up like this, it will start wobbly like this. If you want to have a screen like this, it will start wobbly as well too. It's not stable, okay? So there is 4 downsides on this phone. I realized after a month, okay, after I use this for a month, and then there's some downside on this phone. But overall, does it worth $2,000, more than $2,000 on this phone? I would say yes, because you get 1 screen, you get 2 screen and 3 screen, right? So this is a very, very decent phone, but some people may think $2,000, more than $3,000 phone is not worth it. But you know what? If you actually minus all these laptops, tablets, and things like that, using everything just to use on this phone, it's actually save you a lot of money in the long term wise. All right, please subscribe my channel, share this video, and I hope this video will help you to decide if you want to get a Fold 6 or not. All right, thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye bye, peace out.